I'm getting ready to hot water irrigate this tapestry. I have lemon yellow, hot hibiscus, lime pop, my new colors, bitter blue green, Cayman Isle green, Grecian sea, cerulean blue. I'm going to add the colors directly onto each section using this tiny spoon. The tapestry was soaked in soda ash prior to me putting this dye on. I find it much easier to get dye to stay on a item when it's wet with soda ash. I do have to wipe the spoon carefully after each application so that I don't mix my colors. I'm going to put hot hibiscus on the heart. And remember, this is really thick. It has a lot of layers. So I am putting quite a bit of dye on to make sure it goes through every layer. And yes, since I'm spreading it out and touching the soda ash with the back of the spoon, I am wiping in between each scoop into the hot hibiscus. Before I take the spoon out, I am going to use a bit of hot hibiscus in my flower section. Next, I'm going to add a small section of lime pop to my flower. Next, I have bitter blue green. Some of these tightly tied places are rather difficult to get dye onto, and I'm trying desperately not to waste any. Next, I have Cayman Isle green. Now, I want part of this blue out here in this section. going to add more lemon yellow and lime pop to my flower section. Trying desperately not to disturb my other die placement here, but I had to get the lime pop down in those folds. And next I want a dash more of hot hibiscus. I do like this little tiny spoon for putting color on in these little tiny spaces. I do wish I had one that was metal. I'll probably look into that before long. That is small like this. And last, I'm going in the flower section, my better blue-green. Next, I'm going to take Grecian Sea. Put it up next to the better blue-green. I'm going to add some better blue-green to these stripes. then I want the majority of the remainder of my tapestry to be cerulean blue. I could probably almost use a big spoon for this section, but I don't want to put too much on because it'll go down the drain. This is one of my brand new colors, so I don't want to waste it. Dharma colors are wonderful as far as getting good products are concerned, but the expense of them is something that we do have to consider, especially with the cost of everything else going up right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having trouble with the whole gasoline and the cost of groceries thing. I may have to completely quit doing tie-dye because I can't afford it anymore. Kind of sad. But I have plenty of yarn I can work with if I get stuck with no tie-dye. Alright, I've had water heating, boiling. Now I'm going to take my mister full of boiling hot water and mist on my color so that when I start hot water irrigation, hopefully my color will not just splatter everywhere but actually begin soaking in. And I did have soda ash in my water that I soaked my tapestry in to begin with. Otherwise, I would have sprinkled more soda ash on. Alright, got the sprayer pumped up and ready to go. One thing I love about hot water irrigation is how quick we get results. This boiling hot water sets dye rather quickly. The sprayer forces the dye down inside our cloth. Yes, this does splatter, but my container, my tub, catches most of it. Thankful that lid was on that dye jar. Come back and we'll check out results.